Yo, so this video is going to be a reflection on how I've gotten to the place where I am now and why my idea of success wasn't big enough. And so this is a concept that I've been reflecting on, and I've gotten to this place now where I have always wanted to feel like an authority, feel like my words and ideas could transform people's lives. I always struggled with that doubt, trying to prove to myself that I could do it, that what I was doing mattered in a way, and truly I really wanted to help people. I wanted to awaken people to their potential, because I awakened my potential, and I was able to create a lot of things and do a lot of things that I never thought possible. But I was just stressing out because I don't know what it was, but I was always just trying to fit into a box. I was trying to get success from people outside of myself, because I didn't know anything about business in my mind. And I feel like maybe my idealism kind of got in the way. Obviously, like, I was afraid of asking for payment to charge people, and I also was just afraid of creating courses. Like, for me, I was like, that's too big, I can't do that. Or even to write a book, for example. These things seem so far-fetched, so far away from me. And now I'm in the place where I'm creating daily. I'm creating all the time. Every day I'm creating some piece of content, and I love to do it. I have so much fun doing it. And I'm in this spot where basically I want to be able to have no limits. I can write a book, I could create courses, I can write content, podcasts, etc. Put myself out there. I genuinely think that I have the confidence to speak on stage, and so I'm in this place now, and now I'm getting a lot of attention, we could say, compared to where I was before. Back then, I was really pushing, I was really grinding, and I would get no attention. I was trying so hard, and it was such a grind. And now I'm in this place where it's effortless, and I'm getting the results, and they're coming steady, and things are happening so fluidly, effortlessly. And this is also just kind of speaking to my past self, which is, right now I'm in a place where now it wasn't so much, it's not so much about business anymore. It's not so much about me making money anymore. I think the reason I am in this place where I want to create so much, and I have that courage, and I have that confidence, and I have that competence, which is that like I don't care about the money. I think, like, I do care about the money. Obviously, I'm working a 9 to 5 and I want to leave, but I'm allowing myself to sit in it. I really, I want to get the most value of it within every space that I enter. So yes, I'm still pushing to improve, to get that promotion at work, and I'm also, when I'm home, I'm still pushing to work on my business. But there's something much deeper that's going on, and there's been a switch within me, which is I just want to serve people at wider levels. And now it's not about success, it's not about the money, it's about me it's about me being able to see what I'm creating and actually value it outside of the monetary thing that it brings to me. I've understood now that there's such a beauty to the things that I create, for like the idealism through which I create them. It has so much value, and not just for me, but really for the people that need it. There's people that need to hear these things. There's people that need to hear it from that person, like, that just wants somebody to say these things. I know that when I was back, I was 19 in college, having suicidal thoughts, and really looking outside everywhere and seeing that there were no answers. I tried religion, I tried science, I tried many different things, women, and it wasn't until I was able to sit down with myself and and look into the things of spirituality that where I was starting to really feel like something could work, something could happen, where I can actually see the light and see an ideal where I become this higher version of myself that is on his purpose and that is attractive and that knows what he wants and is going after what he wants, and he's helping people, he's leading a movement, he's creating a movement, he's speaking his truth, he's going in and he doesn't give a shit about what the institutions have to say, what the systems have to say. He is a man in his own power, and overall it's just he's just a man that can bring so much value to people. And I find myself, I'm there now, and I've become that ideal. Obviously I'm not perfect, I have my own struggles at home, I have my own things that I still wrestle with, but it's not at the intensity or level that I used to be. And I also understand now that being here now, we're in the ideal. Now I have more things to think about. I have more things that I want to help people with. Like this business, I realized that well, first off, let me go back to the first point, which was that you have to be able to look at what you have at face value and understand the idealism, the vision behind the thing itself. Like for me, when I think about content now, it's more about, not about me, because even yesterday I was working on a presentation. It was about journaling. Check it out, by the way. I'm gonna list the link down below so that you can find the live stream. I'm gonna be live streaming the masterclass on journaling on Thursday of this week. So check out that link, and I will notify everybody in my community also about it so they can join. But I will be doing a masterclass on journaling, and while I was doing it, it was like past 12. It was past midnight. It was after work, but I had so much desire to create it. And as I was creating it, I was playing around with it, and I enjoyed that process of being able to paint journaling in this light that has helped me out so much. And I was thinking about sales. I was like, wow, like this is how you sell. You give people, you paint the beautiful picture, you show the transformation, you give people the benefits, and you call them to take it on, to consume it, you know, because when you consume it, you can experience that transformation. And back then, it used to be more about myself. It used to be more about how can I sell myself? How can I? It's like I was a product. I was a spotlight. I was the one that I was trying to sell. I was trying to get people to buy. Which is not a good place to be in, because then at that point you lead to these like very salesy tactics where you're just trying to use the thing that you're talking about as a way to get people to you. Which is here, it's like, bro, I love the process of creating this presentation. I had a lot of fun, and I didn't go to sleep until like 1:30 or something. But it was natural. I had no doubt. It flowed. Everything that it's helped me with was able to be condensed into this PowerPoint presentation, and it just seemed so normal to me. And there was like, and I could just imagine for myself the person who I was when I was like thinking about journaling, and I had these questions of like, what if journaling was a lot more important than people put it out to be, you know? And I know that there's hundreds, thousands of videos on journaling on YouTube, and it doesn't really matter because nobody's saying it and presenting it in the way that I am. And I think that my perspective is valuable in the sense that it's a much more in-depth, it's much more focused on internal work, much more focused on the soul. And that's what makes me feel so like this has to be put out. Like there is an urgency to the creation, to the thing itself, and that is where you want to be. I believe that is like, you want to be so involved in serving the people that you want to serve that you forget about yourself. It's not about proving your worth. It's not about proving to them that they should buy the thing. It's about showing to them the meaning of the thing. It's about showing them the power of the thing and doing it in a way that is natural to you, that is unique to you, that you can speak about with confidence. Because it's like it's like me sharing this toy. It's like me sharing this this beautiful thing. You know, it's like if I could give people, if I had the power to give people $1 million, if I could do that to every person, I would, because I'd just be like, hey man, I know you need it. Here you are, have it. And that's kind of how I think about my content, which is like, hey, I know you need this. This is how it's helped me. Like, this is how it's gonna help you. Come on, here, take it, bro. Take it, run with it. And that's how I feel about my content. And it's a beautiful thing, I think. So that's the first thing I want to say, that like the way that I create is a lot more fun. And I also, the perspective through which I create, or from where I create, is much more focused on the person I'm helping, and so that allows me to just step into this energy of the teacher and not doubt myself, and just put the stuff out there. You know, I don't have to prove anything. It's just like, you'll understand it through my presentation. Like, you'll understand what I'm talking about just because of the confidence through which I'm speaking from. And the next thing that I do want to highlight is this idea that now it's not a thing about the money for me. It's like, I'm not worried about whether I will be able to make it anymore. It's like, it's happening, like it's right before my eyes, and now I'm in this place where I just want to keep creating, and I want to keep creating things that from that perspective of face value and serving the people. So now I have like desires to create a whole different slew of things. Like, I know I've struggled, like I've had struggles during my wife's pregnancy, giving a natural birth. Like, the system is so fucked. Also, just in general, just the government and the medical system. Like, I'm a holistic healer, so I want to present information on healing so that people can heal themselves and not struggle with chronic illness, chronic disease. Like, I have so many things that I have struggled with that I am so passionate about, and that whether it be from being pissed off at the system, or whether it be from, you know, finding so much fulfillment from the thing, the passion is there, and that makes me want to just create these places where I can just put them there, and people can go through it and they can be helped. And so, you know, I have so many ideas now. That there is no lack of ideas, and there's also no doubt within the ideas. Like, I know it's gonna help people. I just need to put it out there, and they will come. And so that's the second thing, which, like, I'm in this place of pure creation, and I can see things at face value, and I understand that they can help people, and I've decentered myself from the picture. It's about me becoming a channel for the transformation of others. It's like, I have experienced these things, and through my love and my connection to myself, I know what matters, and I want to just keep bringing that to the people. And the next thing that I've realized is that I want to be able to, like, this has awakened me to a much deeper commitment to service, way deeper now. Like, I didn't think I'd be here, but, you know, I find myself looking into politics, and first off, like, RFK Jr., he has inspired me to either want to become president of the United States, or work towards becoming a person that is competent enough to become a candidate. Or, like, I don't have to be that person, but I want to be at that vibrational level that can help people in that way. And maybe I can reach that level through the mediums that I'm using. Maybe through building my brand, I can create something like that, right? Such a huge movement, creating different points of contact, different infrastructures, almost like my own economy, which would be sick. It's like my own world, my own nation, obviously with the intent to unite all people. That's like I'm in this place where I'm reading this book right here, Problems of Humanity. I'm carrying it around, I'm taking some notes right here, like, and I realize that it's much bigger than myself. It's much bigger than the monetary value. Like, I know in my heart that my family will be okay. I know that whatever happens, I can sustain my family. I can still have fun. But my life has now, it's like the Stoics. I remember reading Marcus Aurelius's Meditations. He talks about how the Stoics have always been, it's like the Stoics talk about living a life where you are working. You come into this life and there's no other thing for you to do than to work. And it only makes sense for you to enjoy your work, because your duty is to the people. Your duty is to your brothers, and and that, when I was reading Marcus Aurelius' book, that was like beautiful, because I was like, that makes sense. Like, why would I want to do anything other than serving my brothers, serving my fellow men? And so now I'm in this spot where it's like I'm disconnecting from my selfish interests. Like, as I get the confirmation or the validation for myself, for the money or for the success, etc., I'm withdrawing myself a little bit more, and I'm realizing that that's not really what I wanted or what I needed. What I truly want is to be a server unto the world. And which is funny, because I'm wanting to be a server at work, but I want to be a server unto the world. I want to serve the world, and I am committed to that. And these problems we have the problems of education, the rehabilitation of nations, the problem of the children, the problem of the churches, the problem of the minorities. There's also the problem of chronic disease. Like, all these things are things that I know that in my lifetime I will create structures and things to be able to help people. And it calls me back to this awakening that has been brought to me from having my son. I look at my son and I feel detached from him. And it's not in a bad way. It's like, I don't want to call him my son. I don't want to feel that possessiveness of him, of like him. I want to hold him in the light and just acknowledge him as another one of my brothers. And to just be grateful that I am there, and let him know that I will protect him forever, and that he will always have a place to feel loved, and that I will always be there for him, no matter what. And once that happens, he can grow the confidence in himself to not need that validation, to believe in himself, believe in his strength, and that detachment has also led to me believing that I could love other children in just the same way. It has opened this desire to, what if I had an orphanage? I could definitely do that, because I know I'd be doing God's work and being that person that they don't have, like being that person that they never had in their life, being that man that can show up and take responsibility and be there for them and provide a space for them to feel, to be, and that doesn't feel too far off from my life. Like, I could see it. Or even adopting children, like I want to do that. And speaking from that also, it's like, and then I also think of myself and I'm like, well, the people I help on my YouTube channel, for example, or on the day-to-day, I could do that for them too. I could be that person too. I could be a server for them. I could love them like my brother. And I can be that thing that, they can trust, right? Being real, being authentic, being here for being present. I can be that for people. And I hope that I can continue to do that, right? Like, that's my ultimate desire. And I realize that it's bigger than you. It's a lot bigger than you. It's a lot bigger than you think. It's like, the more I let go of my need to control things and to feel validated and be successful, the more I open myself up to love, the more I open myself up to the world, and so it becomes bigger. Now I'm not even thinking about my business so much. It's like, this is just a stepping stone to the next 10 years, and I don't know what's gonna happen in the next 10 years. Like, what if this is just preparing me to be the next president, right? And maybe this is just a temporary desire. Maybe this is just an interpretation of an inspiration that has come to me, and I want to be a president. But what if the truth is really that my higher self is calling me to live a higher way of living, to step into that energy of being able to lead a nation? What if my higher self is just calling me to do that? And I want to do that. And that's pushing me to want to educate myself on everything, on politics, on finances, on history, everything. It's like outside of spirituality. And this is what spirituality does to a person. This is what spirituality is supposed to do to a person. It's not supposed to to isolate them and push them away from their people, I think there will be times of withdrawal. There will be times of solitude. But at the end of the day, the end goal should be for the person to be able to come back and serve his fellow men. To be able to come back and become that pillar for transformation. Become a pillar within people's lives. Become a pillar within the hierarchy of love. And that is my deepest desire. And I want to continue to do that. And so, you know, you might be wondering, like, whoa, you know, like, what about fun, bro? Like, don't you ever have fun? You know, and this is where I'm gonna end it off. I do have my fun. I have the wife of my dreams, the woman that has been there for me in my toughest times and has been able to get through the toughest of things with me. She's believed in me. She believes in my vision. That person, like, that is fun, interacting with her. I also have my son, being able to play games, to watch him grow up, to be somebody of importance to him, to be like his father, to play that role. That is fun. And then also I have my social dancing, a place where I can go and just dance. I'm a dancer. I was born a dancer, man. I know that, and I have that. I've created that reality, which is beautiful. And finally, like, being able to connect with like-minded individuals and then being able to serve them, that is fun, because it brings things out of me from the past. Like, you don't know how beautiful it is to be able to be speaking to the person I was like 5 years ago, because I'm like, bro, I got you. Like, I got you. I know what you need. I know what you're struggling with, and I'm gonna let you know you're gonna get through it, and you're gonna have fun getting through it, because you're gonna be doing it with me. And that's the journey I want to take people on. Like that is a life full of service, responsibility, and joy. You know, it's like, what more could I ask for? And also, like, self-discovery, you know, like learning more about myself, right? That is the pinnacle of fucking humanity, bro. Like books, bro. Books. Like, that's all I want to fucking do. Like, learn and serve and just fucking grow and keep developing myself. Like, I don't give a shit about other things. There's so many things that I don't care about no more. And I hope that you can arrive to this place where you know, you can let go of the doubts. You can let go of these ideas of what you're supposed to do, and you can just be, right? Like, engage in the fun activities, have fun. So two things, right? So link is gonna be down below for the upcoming journaling masterclass. And then if you're interested in getting closer to me, connecting with me, connect with me on my community. The link will be down below. Also, I will have a course there to help you find your purpose that I'm working on, and I will have much more courses that will help you in your transformations and in your journey. So if you're interested, make sure to check that out. I appreciate you for sitting through with this. I have to go back to work now. I'm already over my time, but it was nice hanging out with you, and I will see you in the next video. All right, peace out. Stay lucid.